Hello and welcome to another Demis Hellen tutorial. We are going to create a baseline patch in Synth 1 today, and it's going to be available for free over on my Facebook page. So if you haven't liked that already, you can head over by following the link in the description. It'll take you over there. Make sure you've liked the page, and then you've got access to the free downloads down the left hand side of the page. What we're going to do here is make a bass just using oscillator 1 on mono, and we're just going to make something very simple in terms of just using like a saw wave and then maybe a bit of FM to just give it a bit more of a character. So let's see what we can come up with. So at the moment we've got the initial patch, which doesn't sound great. It's just how it comes. So we're going to turn the attack down on the amplifier here, and we're going to turn up the decay full. And we're going to have the release a little bit shorter. I seem to have this version where the mouse zooms up to the right hand side, so just bear with me when I'm clicking on these. Let's just turn this down a bit more. So I just want it a little bit off zero so there's no clicking or anything like that. And then we're going to address a few issues. So let's turn off LFO 1 and 2, chorus and flanger, tempo, delay, and we're going to switch it to mono down here. And now we can hear both oscillators. So we're going to use the mix all the way to the left, which just chooses oscillator 1. And we're going to turn on the sub, and we're going to increase it a little bit till we've got a bit of underlying warmth. This is the sort of preset I'm going for. So if you are designing a sound and you are a little bit lost with how to sort it out, if you open up Pro Q3, and you can have that there on your left hand side, and you can see how much you're kicking into it. So if I turn this sub up, look at the bottom end here around this section, and then if we turn it off, you get a significant curve down here where the sub bass is missing. And it's a little bit too punchy, it's taking over the original oscillating sound. So just a bit of warmth. I'm going to put it on sine. Alright. So we do have a little bit of a phase issue, so I'm just going to turn phase all the way up, and it just cancels out, chooses one specific point. There's a bit of click on that area there. So we're going to turn the release down. We're going to use the low pass 4 here. Let's just see what it sounds like. Okay, I'm happy with how that's sat there. So we're going to give it a bit of saturation. Sounding really good there. And then we're going to use a bit of FM. Now this is where the phase will need to be altered because the FM is going to make it go all phasey and weird. I quite like that tone. So if you turn the phase down, you get this phasing issue. It sounds pretty nasty. So you can eliminate it just by picking a different point of the signal. So it just picks a specific point in to use every single time the key is hit, just similar to how Serum works. If you turn the phase down, it'll just pick a singular point rather than picking multiple different points, we should use for pads and synths and stuff like that, but we're creating a nice solid like center stage bass. So I think we're there. I think that is where we want it. Alright, so let's just put this in context with a kick drum here. So it's a bit of a boring pattern, so let's update the pattern, shall we? Let's just put this on 16ths. So we'll just have Double bass is there, double pattern. Oh, we don't want kick 2 up there, we want synth 1. Let's just turn down this frequency. So we've got a really nice, say it's more on the classic side of trance really, that sort of bass. It sounds really good. What key are we in on the bass here? We're on C sharp. This seems to be hovering around the D sharp area. So let's just bump it up a notch. Sounds really good. And then if you wanted to go for the rolling bass, this could be a bit of a pain doing it from this angle for each one. Let's just get rid of them. Copy them over. So what we could do there is just decrease the amount. Ooh. See, it's almost in like side trance territory there, depending on what you're trying to create. But that's quite nice. And then when you filter it in, just give it a bit more dotty. And then with a little bit of side chain on there, we'll just use kickstart. And we'll just put the offbeat bass one on. Sounding really nice. Obviously you can control that tone. I like it there better, sounds nicer. You can control the tone then with the FM signal. So if you're not feeling it once it's in place in the track, you can obviously control nice and classic, give it a bit more of a modern feel. Let's just see what tempo we're at. So we're at 134. Metallic. So there you go, we've created a bass. I'll just return it to where it was, to there for you, and I'll put this as a free patch. So we'll just write this one, so we'll call it bass. What should we call it? Let's think. I'm just going to keep this really simple. Bass F so just like FM so, but without the M in. Let's just give it a colour. Save. Right, okay, there we are. So now if we choose, we have bass FF saw. That's good. So there we are. We've just created a bass. Yeah, it's more on the simple side, but we have created a bass. We have created it in Synth 1, which is free. By looking at the version I've got, it's not been updated since 2015, and it sounds so relevant to today's music. So if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if you are going to download this, or are you using Synth 1? Let me know. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you see my uploads twice a week minimum. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.